Today, we're talking about one person, 1K per day, hour a day for my fellow 40, 50, 60, and over. We are diving in we're putting the spotlight on list building and traffic. I know that's what you want. You're asking for, you're begging for it. And as you know, here are the rules: one take, no edits, and we dive right in and we teach. So let's start by let's do a little screen share today. We're going to have some fun. Look at that. Good looking guy. One person, one email, 1K per day. The system, as you probably know, if you've seen some of my other videos, if not, I'm going to link to it below, especially the ones that's been really popular. It's GTB. And of course, I got to ask you, you down with GTB? Yeah, that's my singing. If you don't know that, you're probably watching the wrong video. Go watch Hermosi or something. But, and today, by the way, album of the day, we're going to listen to a little David Bowie as we're doing this. So GTB, the first letter is G, which is grow, right? That is traffic. That is how we're going to, I don't like that. Today, we're talking about building your list, one person, 1K a day, an hour a day for my fellow 40, 50, 60 and over amazing human beings. And we are diving right in. And as always, one take, no edits. We're real, raw, and uncensored. We're showing these young people how we do this. So let's just start with the slides, okay? The idea, again, with business, the way we're going to run it is simplicity, is getting this all on one page. Your whole process, your whole system, your whole business on one single page. And from that page, we keep it simple and we just do this step by step. I've been doing this since the late 90s, building businesses and health and nutrition and supplement companies and fitness membership sites for strength coaches. Like, I've been doing this for a really long time. And it always comes down to this system. It comes down to a system I've refined over the decades. And it's now 3 letters: GTB. And I'm going to ask you, my fellow Gen X or Gen X adjacent, are you down with GTB? And the only correct response is, yeah, you know me. And if you didn't know that, you're in the wrong place. Go watch some young guy. Go watch Hermosi. You're in the wrong place. We are focusing on simple stuff for people who got a little bit of seasoning in them. We're seasoned humans. So the first letter of the system for GTB, G is grow. That is traffic. And I'm going to show you a second how this all fits together on one single, simple page. One page to run our entire business. You'll see it in the flywheel in a moment. G is growth. The first thing we do, the first third of our day. If you're working an hour, it's the first 20 minutes. If you're working 3 hours, it's the first hour. G is grow. It's your traffic strategy. What are you going to be doing? Where are you going to be playing? Are you here on YouTube with your fellow YouTube freaks? Are you on LinkedIn or X and being shady? Are you on Facebook? Are you on TikTok and doing weird, annoying dances? At this point, it doesn't matter. Pick your strategy, or maybe it's paid ads as well. This is a strategy. This is grow. And it's the first thing you do each day because it's the most important, because without new people, your business is going to eventually start to just peter out. You need new people coming in. Even if you do a good job, there's going to be churn. So you have to get new people in. Without a strategy, you're in trouble. It comes before your idea. Okay. The second letter in the system is T, which used to be the word. It actually used to be W. Quick story. It was W. One of my subscribers, hello, if you're watching this, took all my letters, GW. And I'm like, and it stood for right. Forget it. We're shifting. We innovate faster. They can copy. Screw that. T. It's now type, which stands for writing an email, communicating. And you might say, well, Ryan, I don't like writing emails. I don't know what to say. I'm working on a new report. I've done a lot of trainings on email. Just write email below in the comments. And when that's ready, I'm going to send that to you. Just write email below. But that's been my specialty. Up to 90% of your sales come from email. If you do a good job, you can make a few dollars per subscriber per month when you're emailing consistently. But it has to be good stuff. not spammy and scammy and just promoting offers, like real good human communication. So that's the second letter, T. And the third is B, which is bank, which is the monetization, which is it's the fun stuff. Creating products, creating membership sites, doing coaching, doing consulting. Maybe you're an affiliate, maybe you're selling books. It's all of that stuff. It's the sales page. It's all the things, how we're going to make money. But today, as I promised, we are looking at the flywheel in its whole, but we're honing in on one specific thing. We are honing in on this component of it, on the list, right? Because up at top here, we've got the traffic, which is grow. Getting them onto your list is also grow, because no matter where you are, if you're on YouTube, you got to get them onto your list, because you don't own YouTube. If you did, you're probably not watching me. I don't know what you're doing. You're probably on a beach counting your money, but you're not here watching me. So whatever the third party platform is, whether it's ads, whether it's free, get them onto your list, and now you have a relationship. Now you have an asset, most valuable part of your business. Then you write the emails, and then there's the monetization, and then the wheel goes round and round and round. And throughout these videos, because this first one became so popular, I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to focus on each one of these things a different day, and we're going to hone in. If you like this, if you want me to keep exploring, because under each of these three, under G, T, and B, there's so much stuff we can uncover. I did a 10-day training just about this stuff. So there's so much. So if you want me to do more, show me some love. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Yeah, I guess that's really it. Subscribe. That's the other thing. Like and subscribe, and more is coming. So today, list building. How do we get them from YouTube, from a platform, onto our list? So what used to happen is we used to always say, okay, well, you need what was called a lead magnet. I think maybe Jonathan Mizell came up with that first. I don't remember who was the first person, or Declan Dunn, some of the old school guys. They came up with the term, or maybe Mark Joyner, lead magnet, right? And a lead magnet is sort of like an ethical bribe. And you've seen them on websites. You've seen where maybe you'll see an ad. I'm going to show you how to lose 20 pounds. And then there's a picture of like someone, before and after, and enter your email to get it. That's a lead page. That's a landing page. That's a squeeze page, because they're kind of squeezing the email out of you. And what happens is it used to be, when I first started, you could put up anything and people would give you their email address. It's gotten trickier, but it got to the point where you start getting overwhelmed with what you should put out. And I see this all the time. And I've done coaching calls. I say, well, Ryan, I have a great idea for an opt-in. Okay. I'm going to write a book, 250 pages. I've been working on it for 4 months. It's going to be really good. And what I'm going to do, get this, Ryan, I'm going to give away the first chapter for free. That's it. And then, but it's going to take me another year to get this done. And in the meantime, you have all this wasted opportunity, because if you're going out getting traffic and you're not getting people into your world, they might not see you again. If you don't like and subscribe to my channel, you may never see me again. But if you're on my list, whether you see my video or not, whether YouTube shows it to you or not, now we've got communication. Now we're connected. So you don't want to waste that opportunity. So what I am a big fan of sprinting, of moving fast. Maybe it's because I was a sprinter my whole life. I was a sprinter in track, all through high school and all 4 years of college, track team. So sprinting is in my DNA, and I like to move fast. So how do you move fast and get over that? Well, I have to wait for this to be done. I have to create or a cheat sheet or a checklist, whatever it is you want to give away, right? So I've been doing, and let me show you this page here. Let me share this with you. This was one that I said, okay, when I did a video about this 1K per day, it took off. And I said, drop 1K below. But here's a little secret. I didn't have anything set. So I just created a waiting list. So if you're interested, enter your email below and get on the waiting list. And a lot of people have been saying below, and by the way, you could do it too. Just type 1K and you get on the wait list for it. and I just send a welcome email. Hey, thanks so much. It's coming soon. That's all you're doing. You're not saying download the whole thing now. You don't want to mislead people. You never want to mislead people. And I think marketers take this, they take it overboard. Like, oh, just say you get the report and don't worry about it. They're going to forget. I don't think that's a great way to start a relationship. Just be honest. I'm working on this. It's coming soon. If you're interested when it's ready, put your email below. It's like kids now, they love sneakers and there's sneaker drops. I have no idea why, but there are. There's like drops and people get on lists and like, oh my God, let me know when this thing dropped. So just adding a wait list, just saying it's a wait list is a really simple way to get email addresses if you haven't created anything yet. And if you have created something, now watch how look how this is a real sexy page, huh? Really not much to it. Couple of lines, that's it. And if you notice, this kind of looks the same, doesn't it? When I started talking about the flywheel, I said, enter flywheel below, and I'm sending you the download of this. You get this image that you could then use and model and print out and let this be your guide. The same thing I just showed you. And all it is, this is templated. And I'll even show you how I do this. All I do, um, I use something called Kajabi. So let me share my screen here. I use a program called Kajabi. And if you want a free trial, let me give you that link. Just go to ryanlee.com/Kajabi. By the way, that's an affiliate commission. So if you do that and you sign up and end up being a paid customer, I'm going to get a nice commission. Thank you very much. But I use that. But it doesn't matter what you use. It doesn't matter. There's email list building programs. There's programs like ConvertKit and Aweber and ActiveCampaign. There's hundreds of them. Just pick one you could use, right? I use Kajabi because it's an all-in-one. All I do is I come in here and I create a new form. I call it something, and then I build out in a separate screen here. I'm going to show you. I create what's called an autoresponder, like a welcome email. It's an email sequence. So day 0. So the minute someone joins and enters the email here, right? They come here. Oh, cool. I'll download the flywheel. They get this welcome email that's connected to my form. Very simple, right? Because I know some of you saying, well, Ryan, how do you do this? And I want to show you how I do this. And it doesn't have to be complicated. I call this my internal title, the flywheel welcome. This is the subject line. You know, when you get the email, it says, here's the GTB flywheel. Can you handle this much flywheel? So I'm just having fun with it. I'm using my personality. And I suggest when you email, when you build your business, be you. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be someone else. Just be you. Use your personality and your vibe. And this is the welcome email. First, you're awesome and pretty smart. You watched my video, requested the flywheel, and now here we are at the beginning of something amazing. The GTB flywheel really is your ticket to paradise. And then I just talk about a growth type bank, and then I say, download the flywheel here. And it's a PDF file. And all I did, can I share a little secret with you? I'm gonna come in close on this one. You ready for this? The flywheel that you download just by entering flywheel below is on my Google Drive. I said that quick. I kind of slurred my words there. Sorry about that. It's on my Google Drive. So I uploaded it to my Google Drive, and all I'm doing in the welcome email is giving you a link to that so you can download it. You don't need fancy software. You don't say, well, Ryan, it's not protected. Anyone could share it. So what? It has my name on it. Cool. Share it. Go for it. That's cool. I'm actually encouraging. You want to share it? Go share it. You can't worry about that. If people want to get into your program and steal your stuff, they're going to steal your stuff. I'll do a new program and it's on like dark web like the next day. I don't know how. I used to sell programs that were all physical. It was print with CDs, like audio CDs, and people would rip them and then put them online. You can't stop it. People could break into Amazon. You think you're protecting your PDF file? Get over yourself. So I just do it on a Google Drive. So you don't need anything. The reason I'm showing you this, the reason I'm showing you That like this simple welcome email with almost like no tech is because you can do this. You don't need Kajabi. If you want to use Kajabi, cool. I like it because everything's in one place. All my products, all my sales letters, all the email. But you can use multiple ones. There's pros and cons of each. But this is it. I want to change the words. All of a sudden I change the link. I change the thing. I could change it right here. That's it. Simple. I'm showing you this because it does not have to be complicated. We tend to overcomplicate this stuff. And if you look at things in terms of where this falls on a flywheel, your traffic strategy, wherever you're playing, whatever your sandbox is, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever it is, get them onto your list with something like this, something simple. You don't need graphics. The more bells and whistles you add to it, the more it slows it down. It gets complex. You want to make sure this looks good on a mobile phone and it's fast, right? It downloads fast and they can get it. And then there's a thank you page. So I don't know if I have this is the problem when you do these live without pre-planning this too much. Okay. Here's my landing page. Here's my thank you page. So you sign up. Please tell me you know who this is. Please tell me you know who this is. Because if you don't know you're down with GTB and you don't know who this is, you don't know at least one of these two, you're in the wrong place. And all I did was thank you so much. It's check your email because I want you to check your email. I want to get in your inbox. But that's it. There's a thank you page, right? And this is all of this part of the system, getting them onto the list. Simple. So you could do a waiting list. You could do a simple graphic, but you don't want it fast. You want it fast. You don't want it complex. I'm going to give you another little secret. I'm giving so many secrets today that, by the way, as you could tell, I love teaching. If you've been in my courses, this is how I teach. Like I love opening up and building and showing. A little bit of show and tell. If you notice, all I ask for is your email address. Why? Because every extra thing you ask reduces response rate. It can reduce, just by asking for your first name, it can reduce it up to 30%. And I'm going to talk about in an upcoming email, an upcoming video about email in this part of the bottom there, the type, right? Writing email. I'm going to discuss, should you put people's names in the email? Like, hello, Ryan, how are you today? Oh, you're really going to want to lose 10 pounds with this kettlebell exercise. Ryan, should you do that? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to talk about that in an upcoming email because if you've just discovered me, welcome. I've had people follow me for 20 years, but I haven't really put myself out there a lot. But now we're having fun and now we're playing. And now that I'm in my 50s, I don't care. I'm just going to teach and share and have some fun. And I hope you're enjoying this. But we are just getting started. If you want to see this in action, by the way, you want to see like the welcome email and get into my world, if you haven't done so yet, just write flywheel below in the comments and I'll send you to the landing page. You can get on the list. I don't spam. You could unsubscribe anytime. But I think it helps you learn when you're in my world and in my ecosystem. And then you could join our private Facebook group. And there's thousands of people in there. And it's fun. And we support each other. I think you're really going to enjoy it. But again, if you can take 3 seconds, if you're liking this, hit like, hit subscribe. And we're going to continue. Because if I get enough likes, I get enough subscribes, we are going to be going into all of these. We're going to go deep and deeper and deeper into grow and into type and into bank. We're going to simplify and we're going to build, especially wait till we start building out products and programs. And I'm going to show you how to do a membership site and a membership stack. And do you do an upsell? Do you do a downsell? What's the best pricing strategy? How do you keep people? How do you grow without a budget? So much so much I wanna share with you, and I really appreciate you watching. And it's it's, uh, it's interesting to kind of, again, put myself out there again after years away from the spotlight and just kinda messing around and focusing just on growing my family with the 4 kids, but watching them grow, and now the 2 are already out of the house and in college, and I'm looking to like, what am I gonna do during my 2nd act? I just wanna teach and share. So, come along for the ride, like, subscribe, enter Flywheel below if you have not already. Get in my world, join my Facebook group, and we're gonna have so much fun. And of course, because I wanna keep this YouTube algorithm happy, click and watch this next video. Because you do that, like, "Oh, they're sticking around, and they're gonna show you ads." And then they're happy, and I'm happy. So click and watch this next video, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.